We are back after internet slash Wi-Fi connection got cut. I changed the name to part 31 just to be on the safe side, and we are back with part 31 of Inhale My Danganrompa.
Where the motive just hit us like a ton of bricks.
Got that right. She's telling the truth. You have to believe her. Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her. Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those words. I see. So even now you've taken aim on our lives.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. I'm telling you, Sakura would never do that. You don't have to yell. We can hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice? It's because you're not listening to me. Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However,
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. What? I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them. That is how I intend to take responsibility. Hold on, what do you mean if you both go down? Hina, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this. What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well,
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me. Sakura!
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then...
soon the doors to the... Okay then. Sweet.
well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed.
No way.
Hold on! This whole thing with Sakura is... over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
That's terrible.
No! Sakura is not our enemy!
Why?
Why doesn't anyone understand her? What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she really was.
What is this? Calm down.
That's... Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything. But,
Anyway,
go to your room, cool down, and we can continue this discussion tomorrow. Is she mad?
She more than mad, bro. Imagine you having the most trusted person, like, to you in this game. It's trying out to be a traitor.
Sakura is the spy? She's the traitor? Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy, but he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend, without a doubt. What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? Every human has regrets, has things they'd like to go back and change.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and get ready to greet another.
Alright. Pika, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Alright, I'm back. Let's continue this.
What to do now?
Well, obviously we gotta go to the dining hall. Kyoko, good morning. Ah, Makoto, are you okay? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you. What a dullard. Toko, Byakuya, what are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refuge here. Refuge? Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool. The Mastermind's... Are you talking about Sakura? Where is Sakura?
Stop
All I know is if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat.
What is this?
Naturally.
The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the mastermind upsets that balance.
What the heck?
That's a stupid reason.
What did you say?
Stupid? This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot. Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
What the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
However,
That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive the mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion. The hatred.
in other words,
This right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap the mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you still stand there and argue like children?
but
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just... I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? If she really can beat the mastermind like she said, that'd go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot! You'd really ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her?
Interesting.
It wouldn't matter. What? If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on, Byakuya! In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Ooh. Who got smacked?
What the hell?
Byakuya got smacked.
You disgust me.
You decide.
You're a monster. To say something like that.
By the way, another thumbnail.
You.
It should have been you. Oh shit.
You should have been the one to die.
What?
Damn.
I should have died?
Interesting.
Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead. Try it if you dare. That's how it works here, after all.
What is
Hina, calm down!
this? That's right.
This is exactly what the mastermind wants. And it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. So she was just another hysterical little girl. Hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya, and all you can do is mock them for it. What's wrong with that? A friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you. Hard.
I don't have time to play with you.
And I will happily elude its attempts. So, you know, how about we, eat? Maybe now's not a good time.
You know?
Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms, one by one. Free time!
Yay.
Oh, for the love of God, well, let me do it.
Do the thing.
Well, I get to have that conversation with Sakura.
I'm sorry.
Should I spend some time with Sakura? Absolutely. Or should I try to finish Byakuya?
You should try finishing Byakuya.
Fine.
Yeah, I think you just one more on Byakuya and then you can move on to Sakura with Hina afterwards.
It's certainly possible.
Sakura is dangerous, as is Hina. You never know when they might strike.
That's fine.
And your last golden gift. The last ride. You know?
This is...
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. It's a proverb. It means if you can only obtain something inferior, that's still better than longing for something better. Yeah, I know what it means, but so what?
So, in other words...
Put another way, if all you have nearby is a loser, that's better than a proper assistant far away. Makoto, be my secretary.
Oh,
What?
got to that point, Silver.
A useless commoner like you could never hope to earn more than, say, $100,000 a year.
That's fair.
But as my secretary, you would be guaranteed an ample salary and job security for the rest of your life. And in honor of it being my birthday today, how about I multiply your already impossible expectations by, 5.5.
Wait.
That should be 5.5 million, right?
Mm-hmm. Do the math.
Oh, yeah. Of course, as my secretary, you wouldn't be a mere servant. At some point, I would want you to become an actual assistant, taking the lead on important projects. Assuming you produce acceptable results, you could even become a core part of the Togami Corporation.
So, in other words...
You have no reason to refuse. Still, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to say no. I'm trying to give you a chance to enter the battlefield of life and claim victory. Most commoners will never get that chance. This is literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Do you understand? This is your chance. This is your one and only chance to rise above the 99%. Are you really so scared of having to fight to compete in order to win? It's not that I'm scared. It's that I want to succeed based on my own effort. I want to find my own battlefield. I don't want it handed to me. I want to earn it. I want to find something I'm willing to fight and die for. That's the only way I'll be satisfied. Then you meant what you said earlier. That if you can live a life that you're satisfied with, that's all that matters.
I see.
I'm glad to see you passed my test. Huh? Your test?
Naturally.
That's right. The mere thought of someone like you as my secretary makes me physically ill. Oh, shit. Wait, so then... The salary offer still stands, of course. It's yours if you want it. I don't need you spreading rumors that Byakuya Togami doesn't honor his word. So he'd basically be paying me to do nothing. In a way, I almost regret my decision.
Idiot.
But I must say, I just don't understand you. You don't want to fight, and yet you don't flee from the battle either. It's like I said. For me, happiness comes from living the life I want to live. Easy enough to say.
Interesting.
Now you have to enforce your will until the very end. If you can do that, if you can make it to the end, I'm afraid I'll be forced to acknowledge you. Then that's exactly what I'll do. Someday, absolutely. I don't expect much from you, but I'll be waiting. Your maximum number of skill points has increased. Hey, look at you go.
You know what the part is? I don't think his dialogue's finished yet, too. Because it doesn't seem like the finale. Even though it was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, you got a fucking swimmer waiting for you, calling your name. Especially after what happened, dude. You might as well, like, you know, bust a rebound tactic on her ass, you know? Because even though you chilled with Byakuya, you can just, like, you know, go there and be like, you know, Byakuya is a piece of shit, you know? Like, that guy's a fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying? Play them both. Damn.
Where? Oh, fuck it.
I think she was at the kitchen, but I could be wrong.
Here it is. I think this is it. Gotcha. Sakura and Hina. Finally, some action. Things are starting to become interesting.
You want.
Huh? Oh, I didn't see you standing there. Did you need something?
That's fine.
I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention. I hope you appreciate this.
Oh. What are your rings? You only had 2 guns back there.
Yeah.
This is...
How do you still not understand? Understand what? I've been sacrificing all this valuable time of mine for your sake, but it's all amounted to nothing.
Bro, I'm dead.
We
he's
simply
telling you
have
what you're
nothing to
supposed
talk
to-
about. We could talk forever and a day and I would gain nothing from it.
That's fucked up, bro.
But the more we come to understand each other, you and I will never understand each other. We live in different worlds. Our ways of life, our ways of thinking are totally incompatible. You're a loser, so go ahead and live your loser life, make a bunch of loser friends, then together, you can lick each other's loser wounds. Oh shit.
Did he call you a loser or something? Shut up.
I think he said loser more times than I could count.
Damn.
That's enough.
You said loser more times than I face you ever lost. Like, that's crazy. Probably seen him out.
Maybe times the amount of times he said it by 5.5, and that's how many times that H was lost.
Yeah, you know I can't do math.
And I almost chose the wrong answer, but I decided to use the calculator. So, yeah.
This guy actually used the calculator. You should have said I couldn't. You fucking idiot.
I almost said 5.5 million.
Bro, that's the right amount. Fuck this guy. Like, dead ass. You're being a secretary to this fucker. Like, it might as well be 5.5.
Whatever happens, I'm going to keep on fighting, and I'm going to keep on winning. That's one thing that will never change. But having to win all the time, doesn't that make your life kind of hard? Such is the fate of the Chosen. The Chosen? Listen, I've been meaning to ask you. You keep talking about the Chosen. What does that mean exactly? The way you say it, it seems a lot heavier than how I'd normally think of it.
That's fine.
Fine, if I'm going to waste my time with you anyway, I may as well explain this one last thing. I'll tell you how I became known as the ultimate affluent progeny. There's a story behind that?
So, in other words...
It has to do with the secrets of the Tsugami family's prosperity. Our success comes from our family's rather peculiar inheritance system. What do you mean? You see, our family head never takes a wife. Rather, he couples with exceptional women the world over in order to bear as many children as possible. All over the world? They then make the children compete, and only one can come out on top. And whoever it is, earns the right to become the next head of the family. You mean you have to fight your own brothers and sisters?
That's right.
For my battle, there were 15 of us in total. When all was said and done, only one was still standing. The youngest brother, me. In the entire history of the Tsugami family, the youngest male had never won. Jeez, that sounds brutal. I can't even imagine something like that.
What?
So, now do you understand? I won my title in open combat. That is how I became the ultimate affluent progeny. I was not born into greatness. I had to earn it.
In other words...
I put my life on the line, and I earned the right to be called the Chosen. You put your life on the line? Then what about your siblings? Dead. Dead?
Stop talking.
I don't mean that literally, of course. They became dead to the family. Unfit for the name of Togami. Of course, for them, it really is like death. They're forced to become one of the 99%. One of you. But it must have been really hard, right? You can't even imagine. Which is why the survivor is recognized as the chosen. When you take over as the head of the family, all the weight of that family comes to rest on your shoulders.
So, in other words,
That is how dedicated I am. I am forever dedicated to keep on winning. And so I shall. Otherwise, I would feel only pity for those I'd already defeated. Byakuya pretty much said he carries the weight of always having to win. Winning comes natural to him. All I'll say at this point is that I'm going to win this game too. It's been a long time since I've had so much fun. I need to get as much enjoyment out of it as possible.
don't make me repeat myself.
And in the end, I will stand victorious. I won't lose to the mastermind or you or anyone else. Even as the rest of you fall one by one, I will live and I will win.
In the name of my family.
As long as my name is Byakuya Togami. Seems possible that maybe that is his fate. Honestly, the more I talk to him, the more I see how far apart we are. At the same time, I feel like I understand him that much more. At least, I think I do.
Goodbye.
Now let me be crystal clear. We no longer have anything to talk about. Do not come to me like this again. Goodbye, loser.
Damn.
I can't imagine any way Byakuya and I could ever become friends in this lifetime. Maximum number of skill points has increased.
And that's his end.
Oh, that's the last one for him?
That's his story. Hopefully you appreciate it.
We do.
Soon the doors to the
That's how you become the ultimate prodigy, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. Prodigal son, that's him.
Just by beating the shit out of every single one of your siblings.
All 14 of them. Dead ass. Fucking legend, dude.
After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back. Okay, then how about to make you extra special? You can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards. I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line. Then she said, "You just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey?" Of course I've heard of it. I know all about it. But so what? The crab beats the monkey, but it's just some legend. Hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady! Which is why I chose the always popular bear image.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
Oh, brother, was that a waste of time? Oh, bro. Get this guy off the stage.
It's a good story, though. Even if it was a waste of time.
You think so? I don't.
Now,
That ass. I'd be throwing tomatoes on this motherfucker. If I had any.
I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more
Fucking Jolly
time.
Rancher fucking wine. I'm done with this guy. I'm so done with Monokuma.
Huh? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Time to find out somebody's dead. Whee! Makoto, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look! Yeah, get...
Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her. Genocide Shield killed Hina!
You gotta be kidding!
Why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina, just all of a sudden they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table. And that led to a sneeze. Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire?
Totally not adorable.
Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else... I'll start cutting and cutting and cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Wee-hoo, wee-hoo! Genocide Jack's abrasive laughter chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. She's not dead, though. There's no way in hell.
And that's your girl, right, Toko? That's tough.
Well, we both know that's not my actual girl.
I know, but I'm just saying your actual girl does not want to talk to you, and then you went to Toko before you went to Hina, which, you know, that implies that is your girl.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna go that way, my girl fucked up your girl. What you gonna do about it?
Nothing, but I'm just saying, that's what's gonna happen to you in bed if you really fuck around with her.
Kinky.
This guy's is kinky, bro. BDSM Silver has entered the building. Actually,
BDSM so in the building.
BDSM Silver in the server. That's the name of this title, bro.
LOL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura? At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
Serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, The door to the nurse's office bust open. I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
No.
Uh-oh. Sakura! You're hurt. What happened? Oh, no, nothing. It's not a big deal. Makoto, Hero, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me, it was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault. To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone, but hurt her? What is this? What is this?
6%.
I'm okay, really, it's just a scratch. Ah.
You haven't seen my final form yet, it's over.
Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
My money's on
I don't
profit.
hate you exactly. Why? Somebody save me! What's all this noise about? I gather that something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura. You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything, I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line? Uh-oh. Well, wait, Sakura!
Someone's bad.
This is my chance to make up with my girl. I'm not gonna waste it. Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured. It's fine. About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
Oh shit! What?
Because
Because ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
It's fine, I've already forgotten about it. Except you just brought it up! Besides, I may have overreacted. Huh? Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay, thank you. Yay! Whoop. Something else? What is it you wanted to talk to me about? Well, actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Giggity, giggity goop.
So,
Just come with me and you'll find out. Or just come in me and you'll find. Oh. I shouldn't have said that.
we go?
See, now if it doesn't lead to anything sexual, you know, you got bamboozled. That's all.
Well, I'll be right back. I'm coming in her. Coming with her. Ah, Kyoko, see? Even he's getting ready for it. I hurried to catch up to her.
I'm not gonna lie to you, the anime was kind of...
What? You were cutting in and out.
I was saying this part of the anime was kind of funny because actually it reminded me about the anime.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And in silence, I chased her. And eventually, we arrived. Wow. The dressing room? So there's something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right. It has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter ego wants to ask us something?
Alter ego.
Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto?
Oh my god.
Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. We're gonna have a threesome! Woo!
Two ain't enough, man. I need three. Dun, dun, dun.
Maybe I'll pull up Pika and get it stuck in the CD drive! Woo!
I'll cross over and actually get my dick stuck in a drawer. And then a door hinge. And then more things.
It was just the drawer. Shut the fuck up.
Well, you said the chimney too, right?
Okay, it's big, but it's not that big that it would get stuck in a fucking chimney.
No, I mean the fireplace in the chimney, but okay.
I don't even own a fireplace.
The fuck? See, that's why Byakuya roasts you about the 99% shit. Like, that's the shit I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network. What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, "Why?" Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work, I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of the school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you, and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko? I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but... When I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Too admirable, too fragile. You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
Certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko,
I...
to be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the Mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey,
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now,
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend. Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this. So please, let me try.
listen.
And besides, there's one place where the Mastermind might not notice. One place.
That's right.
Remember? There's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera.
I wonder what it could be.
That's it. The secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there. And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you can hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then...
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there. Assuming the Mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves. Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. It was... Ah. Gotcha.
Just a second. Hey. Hey. Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What? Just hurry up and go. And to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here.
Just a second. So then...
Yay!
That's right. Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please just wait a little while longer.
Do my best.
Just hold tight and put your faith in me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto. Correct. Goodbye. What?
So we're just gonna split up? Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we do?
so
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego. All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right, that's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired. Oh shit, we're sleeping during the day? What the fuck? I completely dozed off. Ding dong.
Bing bong.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me. She was white as a ghost. Sounds like something happened. Shit, I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. She unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her? I couldn't get the door open.
Anyway. Listen to me. Wrong. It would seem... In other words,
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply.
indeed.
Let's smash the window. This should be the fastest way. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. That silence didn't last long.
Makoto. Please!
Oh, Jesus. But the moment I laid my hand on her, all I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then...
Ooh.
A body has been
discovered.
after a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like. The class trial will begin.
Damn. Just like that, Silver. Just like that.
Just like that.
Sakura's.
Another victim has consumed us.
She's.
And her name was Sakura Ogami.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long... Ah, ogre!
Yes, yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered. And by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say? No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault.
It was one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
Damn.
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it. You know it. Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
Come on.
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
Oh.
And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, hold on. There's something I want to ask you. Huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura. Uh-huh. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the Blackened is this time, I owe you one. You owe them one. Oopsie, before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
Forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind, after all.
Damn.
How can you say that now?
Savage.
Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura. Okay, then Hina's guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order.
Damn.
In
Now he's
order.
bossing your girl, dude. That's crazy.
Oh, this ain't gonna stand.
That's fine.
Wow, she's actually gonna go along with it.
Dude, you know she doesn't get mad, except for you.
Wow.
Exactly. He asserted his dominance and she accepted it. Unlike your bitch ass Mikado. Like, what?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, and Toko. None of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What? One of you killed Sakura. I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her. Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I'll have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears for the discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise? I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me.
Damn.
What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Double damn.
Don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro, do you really object? Then it's decided. Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But we have to find out who killed Sakura. For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body? Oh shit!
Damn. Damn.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out.
Listen to me.
All of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it.
Cue the best theme in the game.
And also cue the end of this broadcast.
Damn. That's tough. Y'all don't even get to hear this amazing ass theme song.
They'll hear it in the next episode, which will be tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Because I want to separate the daily life, the investigation, and the trial.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if people just want to watch the investigation or they just want to watch the trial, you know, they can do it that way.
Yep.
But for
But
now...
on the next time, bro, we gotta find the cold truth about this whole situation.
I'll just read the Monokuma file real quick, and then that'll be the end of this. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point, the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
Hey.
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right? In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
Hey.
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created. After the actual crime is committed. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room.
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already is... Actually, can I can't even save yet, so I'll wait.
In other words...
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. He puts a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
However...
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it.
It's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that? They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion and blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. Sounds like it could have been possible, maybe. And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words...
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible.
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. So there are 4 possibilities.
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. Let me see the way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. System save.
Next time, we'll find out the real secrets about this Firefly Funhouse.
Exactly. And all you have to do to see the next episode is let me in.
Subscribe. Oh,
Let me
well,
in.
that too.